Can you talk about the instrumentation of the band? Because when you started, it was just you and your brother.
Yeah, actually we thought we could go forever like this. I didn't know many bands who did it. I know Hellhammer, when I started up, there were only two people.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, yeah, if they can't do it like this, we might do it like this too, but we will keep on doing it like this forever. And it's probably when I saw for the first time Alastis live. They were a band from the area we were coming from too. And Mass was so full of energy, and you know, he didn't have much to say in the band, but it was really like the leading thing. You know, you will just see him, and I thought, well, you know, somebody like this will probably add a lot to the band. And we asked him, they knew each other very well with C. They even thought at some point to have a band together. So, you know, it was like a good combination.
Oh, so it was logical.
It clicks immediately. And from then on, we had a keyboard player for one album and a mini album, Rodolphe, which was just somebody that could play the thing that Xi composed. And we were not exactly thinking the same way. We were not coming from the same background, and we didn't have the same view on a lot of things. So, well, you know, he went his own way. It was not such a big deal, but we had to find a solution to either replace him or to have somebody playing drum while Xi will move to the keyboard. And it took us some time to decide, like, well, you know, we might use a drum machine, program the drum, and he could play, and that will be it. You know, record company was not really up for that. A lot of people say, well, you know, you're just gonna kill yourself on this one because you know that's not gonna fly. You can do this in studio. A lot of the other bands do it.
Because of the live situation.
But live, you know, people want to see a drummer, and we're like, well, whatever, you know. We thought it's gonna be different, and fair enough. And I was very surprised by the reaction, because since before the album went out, actually we played festival in Europe, and it was such a step from, you know, ceremony to passage. They went totally into it, and they were just not. Well, okay, maybe a couple of people complain about it, but like a couple, over thousands that up front too. So that was not such a big deal, really. And we thought, well, nowadays, you know, people still ask us sometimes, maybe you never thought about having a real drummer or moving back to the drum. And I don't think so, because this is something that makes Samael different from any other bands. I mean, we probably have other things that, you know, set us apart from the rest, but this is kind of a big thing, I'll say, especially in rock music, because it's kind of, it makes us a crossover between metal, industrial, electronic, and whatever, and which is kind of a weird combination, but it makes sense in my mind, it makes sense, you know, in our minds, so, you know, that's good.
Oh, and it works on stage completely. I mean, as an audience member, he drums where the accents need to be, where the heavy stuff is.
You know, he's a drummer in the first place, so he likes to hit things.
Yeah.
That's what drummer like to do. So yeah, you know.
Are you saying that as a brother? Do you like to hit you? Is that like a...
We never did that, no. We never really fight.
Okay.
It wasn't like this, you know.
Who's older?
I'm older.
Okay.
No.
No,
it's funny you ask.
I don't know.
But I'm older.
Yeah.
And yeah, so since, you know, we did Passage and Eternal with, actually we had a second guitar player at that time, Chaos from France, and that was good. That was good to have somebody, because then I could concentrate more on the vocal, and the guitar could have harmonies and, you know, things that you cannot do when you're a single guitar player. And it went on for a few years, and I think it was in 2001 that, you know, we had like not many shows, and he had other projects, because we didn't live in the same area. We were like, I don't know, almost 1,000 kilometers from each other.
Wow, really?
Yeah, well, you know, he was living in the south of France, and we were up in Switzerland. And so he just called us and said, well, you know, got all the thing in my mind, you know, things are not moving at the moment, so I just move on to other project. And we thought, well, you know, maybe it was written somewhere that it has to happen this way. But that's where we decided to focus on a different project, Era 1, which was like totally electronic, and we didn't have an opportunity to play. We didn't know with who, and that was just when Macro joined the band, 2002. That it was like not a rebirth, but really a new start, a real new start, and strange thing, really, because Eternal went out in '99. Macro joined in 2001, and we actually did a world tour in 2003 for this album out in '99, which is, you know, no band do that. Tell me, which one? Some hardcore band maybe, Rollins can do that. But beside, really, you know...
You can do it too!
We did it.
Yeah,
we did it. Yeah, but you know, you probably know how it works in the business. I mean, there is always people telling you, this is not the way you should do it.
Right.
Ever, you know, and it works fine, totally fine. I mean, we went... Europe was fantastic. America was like...
That, you know, was the Strapping Young Lad Cathedral.
And Cathedral.
Yeah.
And in Europe we were just with Cathedral. And that was fantastic to be with Lee, because we were writing with each other for,
really?
for a very long time.
Yeah.
Before we had an album out, you know.
Oh, cool.
We just had a couple of songs on compilation, and we had EP, a 7-inch EP out, and that's it. And we were just writing stuff, and so I know him forever, and he's a fantastic guy. So yeah, that was a good thing. Totally good things. Unfortunately, we didn't come for Rain or Flight in America, which is a bad thing.
Right.
But hey.
That's not bad, it's just what happens. It's not,
but we were frustrated. We were frustrated because, you know, it's when you got a new album, you think, well, like, for example, you know, sure we promote both albums on this tour, but actually from Rain or Flight, we play what? Rain or Flight, that's it. Tonight, you know, that's it, one song. If we will have tour for this album, we'll have at least 5 songs of that one, which is what we did in Europe. Even more at a certain point, we had 6. Maybe it's too much because people want to hear the old stuff, but you know, you kind of mix the new thing, the old stuff, and try to find a way. So there is a lot of songs we never play here from that album. Maybe, you know, in the future we'll find a way to add this and change this. We'll see. But it's always a little bit frustrating when you cannot do that.
Well, you have plenty of stuff to choose from in terms of needing to support the latest release.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing. I mean, if you do a new album, you usually think this is the best ever you could do. Yeah, in general.
Do you have like...
So you want to play it and propose it to people and see how they react to it, you know, if it works or not.
Right, because you don't know. Like, you made this record, you're in the studio, you put it out, you're like, does this suck? I don't even know. Like, you wouldn't... I mean, you know what it means
that's a big thing.
you.
That's always a big thing when you play songs, new songs for the first time. I mean, yeah.
How does that feel? Like, just sort of waiting, or,
It is exciting, but it's kind of when you play your first show. Not that much of a stress thing, but you just wonder. You just don't know. There is like the normal set, and then you hit that new song. And this is like a question mark, you know. But it gives you a kick, which is cool.
Oh yeah, no, that is cool. You're just like, okay, it went over all right, like...
Yeah, and when it works, that's a good kick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.